Max here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Collector Talk. I'm very sorry it's been so long. I want to be more active on my channel. I appreciate you guys that stayed with me. And I hope you enjoy this series. I want to hopefully do it maybe once or twice a week. I am also joined by my wife, Ducky, here. I dragged her onto this episode because there's been a little bit of a conflict in our house about The Last Jedi. But she loves it. I have my problems with it. I have a separate video. I'm not going to get on to that here. But we do have some Steelbook news to discuss. And this is not really showing how the Steelbook's going to look. But I have some images in the beyond this where we're going to discuss what we'd like to see for the Steelbook. But if you haven't pre-ordered yet and you're into 3D versions of films and Steelbook, I would say head over to Zavvi.com right now and pre-order the 3D Steelbook, because guess what? Best Buy has the Steelbook pre-order up too for The Last Jedi, but not 3D. And you know, if you're a 3D fan, you know this is a big issue. It's very hard to get both a Steelbook and 3D in the same combo pack. So, I'd say pre-order this before it's gone. This is the shirt that you get with The Last Jedi. And I think it's boring. I just went with the Steelbook alone. Here's my favorite part of the Last Jedi is the poster. I love the poster. I have my issues with the movie. I will still buy the movie because I love Star Wars. And I collect every Star Wars movie. I have all of them on Steelbook so far. So I will be ordering this one. Ducky, what do you think of these posters? Which one would you like to see if you... Now, Ducky loves the movies. She's not a big Steelbook collector, but I include her in this episode because it's fun to get another perspective. What poster do you like the best? What would you like to see?
I like the one on the right.
Me too. That's the one I really want. Maybe they do something very dramatically different and don't go with... But I love seeing a poster or Steelbook with the original poster design for the movie. I think that would be amazing. This one on the left is the one where they released for, I believe, D23. So, what are your thoughts? Please comment below what you want as a cover on the Steelbook. And I thought it would be also fun to look at some international Steelbook poster, or I mean, not Steelbook posters, Last Jedi posters. I think these posters are really cool. What do you think about some of these? What is your favorite out of these three? Now the two to the right are kind of go together. It's just like light side, dark side.
Yeah, they look really cool. I like the two that go together. They both have Luke, which is cool.
Yeah, it's interesting that Luke's different, and I mean, he's the one on both sides, on both posters. He's got one with a hood up, one with a hood down.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one, I definitely would go with the one on the far right with Kylo and Luke with the hood over. Phasma's in there too. I'm not a huge Phasma fan, but oh well. I really like that poster design.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys planning to pick up the Last Jedi Steelbook? I think if you're watching this show, you probably will. So, here's just one more. Here's an Imax poster. I like this one too.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Here's just a mock of how it might look. I go with the 3D over the 4K. I don't really have a 4K Blu-ray player yet anyway. I do have a 4K TV though. I go anything, if I have a choice, I go with the 3D. So that's what I have pre-ordered so far. And I got it on Zavvi and not Best Buy because of the 3D. Here's also a look at the Force Awakens Steelbook, what we got at least for the US Best Buy release. And it really didn't resemble the original poster for the Force Awakens at all. It just had Kylo and Phasma. And here's a look at the original Force Awakens poster, just for some reference. Now, if you were to say, what would you, and I want you, Ducky, to play along, but I would appreciate you viewers if you comment, for the original for the start of this trilogy, The Force Awakens, do you prefer, and I want to do this in future episodes too, the poster versus the steelbook? Do you like the steelbook design better or the original poster? You can only pick one. What would you take?
I like the poster better.
You like the poster better?
Yes.
I agree with you. I really like the Kylo Ren. I don't think Phasma needed to be on the back. Maybe do Kylo on the front and then the poster design on the back. Or something. I agree with you. I'm going with the poster on this one. And we're going into more Steelbook news. Here's some images of some upcoming Steelbooks. Murder on the Orient Express. If you're a Steelbook fan, I think you really, really want some nice artwork. And that's what gets you into collecting, I think. I mean, that's what I feel. That's my point of view. This is just okay to me. Nothing that special. I like the inside. The inside, this is definitely what I would see as the inside of the Steelbook, is the dining room scene when stuff starts happening and you're introduced to all these great characters. So that is great. The outside, the front of the Steelbook, not that impressed with. What do you think, Ducky? And you have not seen this movie yet.
No, so I have a hard time judging it.
But just
I like the inside, yeah. The outside, I don't know what the scene is or anything, so.
It just is not that impressive. It's just okay.
It might be impressive if I see the movie and I know what's going on.
It's serviceable to me, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's not anything great. I like some really dynamic Steelbook front covers. I like the back cover a little bit better.
I like the back cover a lot.
Because the smoke is kind of like murder and red and blood. That's what I'm thinking right away.
Right, yeah.
So, maybe they should have gone with that for the cover. What do you guys think?
I think the front looks pretty good. Like, I like it. I like the colors, and it looks kind of mysterious in the fog and everything.
Yeah, okay.
I think it looks good.
We have a lot more, so we're gonna... Now, this is not new, but if you are looking for Blade Steelbook, and this isn't that... This is just more to complete a collection, and if you're... This is probably the first one and the second one. The first one, I think, is people's favorites. The second one's very good, too, and people really dislike the third Blade. But this one was harder to find, and it's a pretty reasonable price on Zavi right now. So I don't know how long it's gonna be there. I thought I'd let you guys know that it's up now for pre-order, which is weird because it's been out before. So nothing special there, but now this Steelbook... I mean, I don't know how I feel about the movie yet. You viewers out there may know a lot about the movie, and I commend you if you're fans. I forget the name of the director, Takashi Mike or something. He's like a cult favorite director. He's done some really interesting films in the past. They're pretty violent. But I love the design of the Steelbook. The front cover with the positive and the negative, the little bit of blood, him looking to the side, the sword jutting down. It's just an amazing design Steelbook for me. And that's why I wanted to include it in this episode. And it's really cool too, because it's more like a revenge, and it is a violent movie. So it's cool that they put the counting down how many people he's taken to save the life of this girl in the movie, or in general, maybe not just for her, but. And then there's the inside of the... Now, I still like the inside. I think those characters look pretty cool inside, but really the outside of the Steelbook is what really gets me excited. Now, Ducky, I'm really sure, has no idea what this movie's about, but just based on the cover, is it a really cool cover to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
The actual Blu-ray itself is kind of basic and boring with such an amazing... And there seems to be an insert. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that's about. Maybe I'll find out more in the future. Now, this is really cool. I know some of you Steelbook collectors out there, movie collectors, or just poster collectors. Mondo does some really cool designed posters. And with The Incredibles 2 on the way next year... They really did an awesome design for the Steelbook using a unique take on some of the original artwork. I think this is more sort of like the concept art when Pixar was creating Incredibles. That's where they get the design work from this. I really, really like this design.
It looks like more like the time they're in retro art to me.
Yeah, it's like a retro. It's a perfect fit for Mondo because Mondo kind of has like a retro flair too. But retro and modern. But I have some more pictures coming up.
Not modern, retro.
Yeah, together.
You can't have retro and modern.
All right. Well, I even like the front, the inside of the case is really cool. I like the disc art and what's the villain's name? I forget. Oh, I had it when I was creating this collector talk, and then it escapes me. I know you viewers are probably yelling at me if in the comments. Syndrome. That's it. Syndrome. I like him on the side there. Really cool Steelbook. If you don't have Incredibles yet, I think now is the time to get it with that Mondo collectible. Something else, and this is going beyond Steelbook movie. Well, it's tied to a movie, is Thor Ragnarok. Now, Mezco Toys, I've been really impressed with them, and it's an expensive collectible, but it's about half the price of a Hot Toy. And I think the detail you get is amazing. Look at this Hulk. It really resembles the actor, too. Mark Ruffalo. You could see it there. It's not just... Isn't that face amazing?
So far, I don't see a resemblance to the actor very much.
As much as the CG Hulk is in the movies, it resembles the Hulk in the movies exact. It's like 100%. I see it.
Okay.
With the sculpt work and the detail there. Something that's really cool about these Mezco 112 collectibles. Now, not so much on this figure, but other figures, they have cloth good details, great articulation, and really good sculpts. I like the Now, again, not with this specific figure, but I wanted to show this one because I'm really excited about this one. But some of the other figures there, they have great sculpts and awesome cloth goods with their outfits. And I like the combination of both. I like a little bit of cloth details and goods into my collectibles. I think they do some amazing plastic sculpts on other, like, Hot Toys. But there's just this, get the combination of both makes it more dynamic to me. I actually have one that I got for a pretty good deal, and I plan on doing a review soon.
Not of Hulk, though.
No, not of Hulk. I recently got the Batman from Batman v Superman, and I really like Batman v Superman. Again, my wife differs with me on that. She's not much of a fan of that movie or Ben Affleck as Batman. But I have a figure that resembles both Ben Affleck and Batman from Batman v Superman. But now, in this part of the show, I want to talk about some recent trailers that dropped recently. We love watching some cool new trailers, and there's some cool two that we're going to highlight in this episode. And the first one is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse with Miles Morales. And Ducky, you also viewed this trailer with me. What do you think?
I didn't see much other than him, so I don't know exactly what it's going to be about.
But what little you did see, it gives you a nice glimpse of the art style, and it's a big budget animated superhero movie that's released in theaters and not directly straight to Blu-ray or DVD, which is very notable to me. I want to see a lot more of this because you get to do more amazing things with animation. In my opinion, I love live action too, but if you really get down to the nitty gritty, when stuff starts happening in these live action movies, they do go CG and they try to match it to the physical appearance of the actor. So why not experiment and get rid of the go-between and just go all CG. Do some I think they're going for it. They're not just doing basic CG. They're doing some great artistic decisions. I'm really excited for this. And the reason I include this, I will include some links to the trailer and below for easy viewing. You probably know where this is, but I want to include the links so it makes it a little bit easier for you, but definitely check it out. Here is another one that's kind of interesting. It's it's definitely a teaser. It's for Peter Jackson's The Immortal Engines. And I am intrigued. It looks really cool to me. I really like Peter Jackson. I know he got a lot of flack for the Hobbit movies. I still really enjoy the Hobbit movies. Of course, Lord of the Rings are of a certain quality that the Hobbit does not obtain. But if you just go in and want to enjoy a movie in that universe, I think you can really have fun with the Hobbit movies. So, I really want to see what he's up to next. This is just a picture of what, Ducky?
Howl's Moving Castle.
I don't know a lot about the Immortal Engines. There has been, and Ducky is a huge Miyazaki fan. Just a little bit of an image there because it has some sort of ties to Immortal Engines. Maybe Immortal Engines takes a little bit of influence from that. I don't think too much.
It's tied to it, or
no,
you just thought it looked the same?
It's similar. Not it's the
it
design.
Looks similar.
Ducky's okay. It's not gonna follow the storyline at all, but just because of the cities that are movable cities. That's all. That's
in
the only
Howl's Moving Castle, there's only one thing on the back of the thing. Okay?
Yes.
In this, it looks like there's multiple different.
Okay.
The whole thing.
My wife is calling me.
So I'm just saying that, having buildings on the back of a moving vehicle looks like Howl's Moving Castle.
Are you trolling me right now? I just included it.
That's the only thing that's similar to Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay, I agree. You're totally right, but I wanted to include.
I'm just clarifying.
I know, and you really did. Thank you, Ducky.
Yeah.
I just wanted to include it because it's a talking point. It's not really that closely tied. It's just interesting, okay? Because I don't really know much about it. I think there is a book out there. So that might be an interesting read. If you guys...
There's a book for Howl's Moving Castle, yes.
No, for Immortal Engines.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think there is.
You should probably check before you say it.
Oh, okay. I think this is the last episode I have with my wife, Ducky. Because she is really trolling me right now on camera. Okay, now let's get to the shoutouts. And I do want to include shoutouts on every episode. And I only have 92 subscribers right now. More than likely, you have a good shot of getting a shout-out. So, I appreciate every one of you 92 subscribers. But this one goes out to Kimberly Haylock. And this was a comment on my Last Jedi Hot Topic, my 5 biggest problems with it. And if you haven't checked it out, go check it out now. It is a rant video. It's not very balanced because I'm not too much of a fan of the movie. But this isn't getting too much into spoilers. It just talks about one scene, and that's why I included it. You forgot to say before, you're totally right about Canto Bight being forgettable. I literally had to Google it to work out what you were talking about. It's less than a week since I saw the movie, and I already completely forgot about it. A lot of reviewers out there... I really think this is the least of the problems, is this scene. Everyone seems to agree to talk about this scene. And that's the least of my problems. So that's all I'm going to go into here because I don't want to go into spoilers. If you want to know more about my thoughts, please check out my previous video. I really appreciate all you viewers. And even though Ducky gave me a little bit of a hard time, I do appreciate her joining me in this episode. I want to do more of it. And if you like this or my Hot Topic episodes, please give this video a rating. If you don't, let me know. Tell me what you want to see. Thanks for watching.